the weirdest... We took it! Let's go! There's no way! Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got Arcane Chaos featuring Arcane Bombardment. This card is absolutely a win condition later in the game. Whenever you cast your first instant or spell sorcery every single turn, you're going to exile a card at random, but then you may cast any number of copies without paying their mana cost. So that's not just one every turn. On turn 2, the second turn you get this out, it'll be 2, and then 3. You get to do it every single turn with everything that you've exiled. So if they don't get rid of this, it is absolutely a win condition. And if you notice, we have got the Invoke Calamity. I'm going to give a special little shout out. This is card, it has not been played for a very, very long time, but gotta give it a little bit of love. If you're going to play a deck like this, I think Invoke Calamity just works perfectly. And if you remember, cast up to 2 instant or sorcery spells with 6 or less. So that is why we're running 4 big scores, because if you can run big score, you just kind of have to. With Arcane Bombardment, if you can go and copy it with Arcane Bombardment, or if you can recast it with Invoke Calamity, it just makes all the difference in the world. We are running Smoldering Egg, if you do remember this card. I actually played this deck, an instant version a while back, but this is really good because it's got 0-4 toughness. We also have Brotherhood's End to go ahead and swipe the board, and we do also have for board wipes Burn Down the House, which can be a little bit not great because we are running Chandra and the Koth, but typically the way that the flow goes, you typically don't have like Koth or Chandra out if you have to sweep the board anyway, so it's really not that big of a deal, even though that does seem a little bit contradictory. Beginning of the deck, we do have like Charming Scoundrel, Play with Fire, even like a Feldon, Lightning Strike, so people play against it like it's just all out aggro, but then once like the mid-range comes, like turn 3 and 4, we drop like Chandra, we go for big score, Koth, and then they're like, what the heck's going on here? And then later we drop an Arcane Bombardment, Burn Down the House. Now we do have a pretty bad matchup versus like pure control because we're not fast enough and our big spells aren't as good enough, but versus like even like Esper Legends against other mono red, we actually have a pretty good chance. It's actually really good. Like I said, it's not like the most meta deck, but I think you'll have a lot of fun playing this, and I know I have a blast playing with this deck. Special shout out to Solphim. I do give a little bit of love to the Dominus here. Being able to drop 10 with the Warcrafting, or just like 6 with like Lightning Strikes and the Arcane Bombardment, if you get this thing out, being able to put an indestructible count on it is also very good. So go ahead and leave me a like. The button looks just like this. Helps out the channel tremendously. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Psycow, how you doing here? I'm more of a Psyduck fan myself, but I guess Psycow's not too bad either. This is going to be a keeper. Like I said, we do... Our hand kind of... 5 lands to start off. Never... I guess it's not that bad of a thing. I mean, again, we do have a lot of big... I'm used to seeing mono red, and I'm just wanting, like, all of our, like, you know, big, crazy spells, but I think it's okay if we do this. So I see this. I don't like what this is going on. I'm just going to go ahead and play with fire. If they don't go for the Bramble Raccoon, I think it's fine. Koth is excellent. Now we have a little bit something to kind of, like, ramp up into. I don't want to say ramp, necessarily, especially if we don't have a treasure token, but we do need to be able to play our big spells to win this. So, Celestis, okay. I'm going to keep this Lightning Strike in case we draw into another land. I don't want to give them the free nighttime, so let's not Lightning Strike their face. Chandra is actually very, very good. Okay, so now we almost have like a mono red Super Friends almost. So let's go for Chandra here. Let's go ahead and pop for 1.
This little candle set your world on fire.
This little candle is going to set your world afire.
Dance floor. Oh,
Chandra, you are a cornball, but you are a fiery cornball, and that's good enough for me. Let's see if they have any removal for Chandra. I mean, I wanna see here. Is this like what do they got going on here? Is this 5-color control? I guess we'll see what they discard. Temporary Lockdown. Yeah, Temporary Lockdown does not help them very much at all. I am tempted to actually just +1 the Chandra to exile the top card of our library, just because. Let's go ahead and exile the top card of our library. If it's a red card, we're going to be able to cast it. So we do have Virtue of Courage. I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to go and do this. We're going to have to win the War of Attrition and the value war. So let's do this, and I am not going to make it... I'm not going to cast Lightning Strike to make it go daytime. Let's be kind of meticulous about how we play this, because... Okay. This really sucks, though, because we could go for Lightning Strike.
You'll be safer.
But then it goes daytime. It does not feel very good. Alright, let's go ahead and hit the Wandering Emperor. I know it sucks though. It's gonna go daytime because technically we hit 2. Yeah, not great. But what are you gonna do here? See how can we get out of here? I think if we do play down the Virtue of Courage, is this like band control? Is this is true blue? Not true. I guess not mono blue. It's true blue band control.
Hey, listen, jerk. Move it.
They are pretty jerk. I'm not gonna lie. They are pretty much a jerk. Not really appreciating the hostility. Teferi, oh goodness, okay. We can go for Nahiri's Warcrafting. So this isn't the end of the world. I do want to get this Virtue down though. That is going to be how we get a lot of our value.
Time only flows in one direction.
Time only flows in one direction. Didn't know. I didn't take you for a One Direction fan, Teferi. It's a little strange. Not gonna lie. I think the move here is to go for Warcrafting. We could just try to get down the Virtue though. It's close. I'm gonna go for Warcrafting. Let's go ahead and try to hit the Teferi. I'm assuming they have an answer for this. They do not, which is great. Wow. Okay. Let's go ahead and just exile the top part of the library just in case we get something cool, because right now we don't really have much to play, and we do get a lightning strike. So we're gonna have to just play it right here, because we do not get it until the end of next turn. It has to be right now, and that is about as good as it gets right there. Just kidding. Okay, Wandering Emperor. You can already see how Mono Red, it is very, very tough. It's very tough for Mono Red to hang in there, but we're gonna try. I still think we have a shot here if they don't have anything crazy in their hand. There is a potential chance that we can kind of outvalue them.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Party's over for you, pal.
Party's over for you. Is it over for us? I don't think so. Not yet. We still have a fighting chance. This Celestis is really, really annoying though. Okay. Okay, so we got Solphim, Mayhem, Dominus. This card is actually really, really fun. Okay, how do we play this? I'm gonna go ahead and play this down. If we go in for Solphim right now, we still don't have quite enough to play anything else. Let's try Koth here. I think Koth isn't like the be-all end-all. If they do, oh, okay, this goes through like butter. Okay.
Fists up.
I am going to try to -3, and we're going to try and kill the Samurai. And it goes through. And it goes through. Okay.
It's for the fallen.
Let's go ahead and just take Chandra. I'm going to go ahead and do it, because we can't. I don't want to exile it and then make it daytime anyway, so let's go ahead and just tap the Wandering Emperor.
Oh, give a toast? I'd love to.
We would love to. So they are drawing. That makes me feel a little bit better. That makes me feel like they're maybe searching for answers. Faithful Mending. It is on their turn, so it doesn't go daytime. So I think we're looking okay here. Just okay though, not great. I think we have a fighting shot. What you gonna do with the Wandering Emperor? We gotta get this Virtue of Courage down because that's gonna be the way. Urza, Lord Protector. Oh my. Okay, so artifact and instants are gonna cost 1 less to cast. Okay.
Remember your training.
Remember your training. I think, well, let's go ahead and just take Koth and go ahead and reveal a mountain card, because that's the first thing we have to do. +2 on the nice Koth here. Okay, if we go in for Virtue of Courage... Big score. The only problem is this Celestis really threw a kink in this thing here. So if we go in for Solphim, we can go ahead and get... Let's go. Okay, final answer. Let's go for Virtue of Courage. If they... Okay, that's fine. Now we can go ahead and +1. See if we can get something off the top with our Virtue of Courage here. I'm not going to tap the Wandering Emperor. Let's go ahead and just hit them so that the Virtue of Courage allows us to dig into our deck here a little bit. But this Urza... Pretty nerve-wracking. Soul Partition, wow. Okay, I mean, definitely do not appreciate that one bit.
Lucky this is a warning shot.
Yeah, that's a pretty Pretty bad move for us, though. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we actually don't get to tap into our deck here. So at least we have one more land to kind of absorb with the big score. So let's see. I would think they kill the Chandra. I don't know, but I mean, I would think they do that. They gotta be. I would think if they're running the Might Stone and the Weak Stone, they kill Koth instead. Okay.
Another loss.
Guards,
To me. More mountains. Okay, it's not necessarily like inherently bad. Let's play at least one more down, and then I think we can go for big score. Let's just try this out. We do have a mountain to give. That mountain doesn't really help us too much at all. So let's see if they have a counter. They actually don't, and we actually just draw into 2 more mountains, which is pretty yucky. We do need food for the Solphim if we're going to do this, though. So I think this is relatively okay. I'm going to try and do this. They can't make... If they're going to have make this appear, they're going to have to try and do something else. We're also going to make it daytime, which, again, is not great. Let's go ahead and try and dig. We can't kill the Wandering Emperor, so I think we try and dig and just pray for something. More land, which is pretty brutal.
So what?
Alright, we can go ahead and make this thing indestructible, but, you know, it's... We'll see how that works out. They do have the Soul Partition as well, so... Soaring City, yep, that is going to be right back to my hand. So Chandra's going to go down here. We got to find a way to get... I mean, how can we neutralize the board? It's going to be pretty difficult. They are low on cards in their hand, which is kind of the only hope I'm clinging onto. Okay, we can kill Wandering Emperor if they don't mind, or if they plus. 3/3 First Strike Vengeance.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Okay. Again, though, they are. I mean, I hate that they can fix their hand with Celestis, though. That is, I think that's going to be like the value that really like wins them the game potentially. Let's drop Solphim, and we can probably just go in for Virtue of Courage. Let's just try this. Let's try for the Solphim. And that's good to go. Okay. Let's try to go for Virtue of Courage, and I mean, we could try. Oh man, if we're gonna be able to deal 4 because it's double with the Solphim. So let's go ahead and just try. I'm just gonna go ahead and try and do it right now. Let's see if we can kill the Wandering Emperor, and we get it. We get it. That's actually pretty surprising.
Miss me.
I don't think they're running board. I mean, are they running board wipes? I would think no. We could hold this down for discard 2 cards, put an indestructible counter, but I think most likely they're not. So I'm actually gonna take the Charming Scoundrel. It's +1. We have already casted like 3, at least 3. So I'm not worried about it going daytime. Just take the day. It is what it is. Let's discard a card, draw a card. See if we can make use. There's another Chandra. Hopefully next turn we can try and make use of something. Definitely getting grindy out here, though. Another Urza. I wonder if they have to be running it, right? They have to be running. Especially with Teferi. I would just be very shocked if they weren't. Faithful Mending. At least now it won't go nighttime. I mean, that's like a guarantee, so that's kind of nice. So they got rid of their counter spells. Well, there's the Might... Oh my gosh. There's the Might Stone and the Weak Stone. Can't... Even if I did have an Indestructible, that wouldn't be enough anyway, so... Down to 14 we go. Irencrag. If I go for Irencrag... Instead of going for Irencrag, let's just drop down the Virtue of Courage. Let's go in for Chandra and then deal the 1 damage and then just see what we can do from there.
You know what's great at dispelling darkness?
We can dig. We got
toast.
Love to. Chandra, you like to talk, but that is very red of you. Oh man, Warcrafting is not gonna be, well, we actually can play it, we just can't get the value from it, but we're gonna have to do it. Let's go ahead and kill the Urza right now. We won't be able to grab anything off the top of our deck, but we cannot let them just mend with the Might Stone and the Weak Stone, so I think this is okay. I'm absolutely chump blocking with the Charming Scoundrel in case they don't have anything else. Okay, it's gonna be an easy block. We gotta keep Chandra nice and healthy. Alright, nighttime it goes. let's see, 31 cards in their deck. We're at 35, and they do get into a Faithful Mending. Looking a little scary. Let's go ahead and pop them. It's the same thing as using this one. It's the same exact thing, so we might as well just do this. At least get the dig deeper into our deck this way and deal 1 damage, rather than just digging into our deck. Please, no land. Just no land.
Singed.
We're looking a little singed, and there is Invoke Calamity. Okay, that is going to be... I mean, we're going to have to cast this. And if they don't counter it... Let's just drop it right now. Invoke Calamity. Hopefully they don't have anything super crazy. Okie dokie. Now we're looking a little okay here. So now we can go for big score. Discard you. And a lightning strike as well. Correct? Okay, just want to make sure I haven't played Invoke Calamity in a long time, so I want to make sure that we're doing this right. So let's go ahead and do this. Lightning strike to you. And a big score. That feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. I feel like we're pretty safe to go in for the Irencrag. Let's go in for Feldon. Or hold on, do we actually want to drop the mountain? If we drop the mountain, we can go ahead and make this +3/+3, but I don't really, yeah, I don't think we're gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and decline. We're just gonna go ahead and decline that. I am worried about an Emperor. 1, 2. How many Emperors have we been through? 2? Let's just chill. I know they have it. Just a Cosmic Rebirth. Okay. So at least we'll be able to block, because we have to keep our Chandra nice and healthy as well. Man, the amount of value that this Celestis has gained over the course of this turn is just absolutely crazy. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to be able to do it. Oh my goodness. They are melding Urza Planeswalker.
Prove you're worth my time.
Prove you're worth my time.
Can be unmade.
Anything made can be unmade. Oh my god, just... so intimidating. So, oh my god, draw 2 cards, discard a card.
Another predictable outcome.
Alright, how do we play around this? I mean, we have to try and kill this Urza immediately. This thing is just crazy. They have 30 life as well. This is crazy. Big score is about the best thing that could have happened, though. I mean... we're just going to have to drop this immediately. Big score. Let's see how big of a score we can get here. Got a Koth. I think we're just going to have to go digging with Chandra. Or, I mean, we do have the Irencrag, but it's tapped. I guess that's not the biggest deal in the world. Whenever a legendary creature enters the battlefield. So let's go ahead and just dig one more with Chandra first. Arcane Bombardment.
Fun idea.
If they can't, why can Koth not attack Planeswalkers? Oh my gosh, or hit Planeswalkers with its -3. That is so gross. I mean, we're still gonna have to do it. We do drop our Arcane Bombardment, and I'm gonna try it out. Let's go for the Koth. I mean, I know it doesn't do us a whole lot of good. It doesn't activate on Arcane Bombardment, but...
one day, this land will be ours again. Until then, I'll never forget the home we lost.
I'm gonna just keep them in our hand here. I mean, if we do get like a more big score actions with the Arcane Bombardment, but this is not looking good. Again, this Celestis has just gotten so much value. It's just sickening watching them draw and fix their hand every turn. Up to 25. I don't know what they're gonna do here. I would assume if they want to go for minus, they can go for -3 the second time. Oh, so they actually are running board wipes. Okay, so Urza, I would assume they go for a +1 or +2, whatever one they do, and then they're gonna exile one of the non-land permanents. So
You are outwitted and outmatched.
they have to be threatened by this Arcane Bombardment. They actually are not. Do they have farewell?
Secrets have we unearthed?
Urza, you're confusing me. So they got the Wandering Emperor. Okay.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelmed. You're done.
I'm just confused. I mean, I guess I'm not... I just don't know where we sit right now. Koth, Chandra, and Arcane Bombardment versus Urza, Wandering Emperor, and whoever the heck else. Play with Fire is going to go ahead and activate our Arcane Bombardment. But I'm just trying to think, like, how do we want... Because it is random. So it is random. I don't know which one we're even dealing with the Play with Fire here, so... I think I'm going to use... I mean, Chandra can go ahead and just kill the Emperor right away. Oh, gosh. If we kill Emperor... Let's just try to play with fire on the Urza. I think we're going to have to try and do the Arcane Bombardment stuff, so... I'm gonna do this. Arcane Bombardment is gonna be... So here we go. Bombs away. What the heck did we check? Big score! That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and get rid of the mountain. We are happy to do that. Lightning Strike, Charming Scoundrel. Alright, so we're gonna be able to at least kill the Urza Planeswalker.
A greater power.
Urza, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is my first time ever staring down Urza Planeswalker in the face. It's a little scary. I'm just gonna go ahead and Lightning Strike this thing immediately. Let's just see if we can get it to go. Alright, Urza's gone. Goodbye, Urza.
Impossible.
Impossible? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. We're making it look pretty good. I'm going to go for Charming Scoundrel. I have not used Chandra yet. I want to see... Let's see, discard a card and draw a card. So we actually do need to see if we can get into something better there. There's a burn down the house, and that's looking pretty good. I think we're just going to try and attack the Emperor. Let's attack the Emperor. See what you got for me here. Cosmic Rebirth. Okay. Not great for us. So how do we want to do this? The only problem with the burn down the house is it does hit the Planeswalkers, which is obviously not great. I think we're just going to take Koth. We're going to use a -3, just crack down the Urza, see if that works. Faithful Mending, okay. They're at 38 life. I mean, they have to kind of be watching out for their life total here. So, boom. I kind of want to keep the burn down the house. So, let's go ahead and do +1 this, and then we'll be able to kill the Wandering Emperor straight up. Yep, let's go ahead and do that.
I guess that...
Give a toast? I'd love to.
I'd love to. I think we're gonna keep this burn on the house. I mean, we can't even attack, so we can't really make use of that anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and end the turn just so that we have some sort of food for the Arcane Bombardment. I mean, Restless Vine Stalk. Yeah, maybe we should have. I mean, I did know that they have that, so they are gonna kill. But here's the thing, though. I don't even know if Chandra's like finisher, ultimate, whatever, minus. I don't even know if this like really genuinely like helps us. I don't know if this does.
Never gonna learn, are ya?
Exile top 5 cards of your library, maybe reveal red spell cards, blah blah blah. You get an album whenever you cast a spell, it deals X damage to X amount. But like, I don't even know if that. I mean, they're at so much life that like I'm not that worried about protecting it. More land. How many cards do they have? 16 versus 21. I'm gonna do it just for now, but I don't even know if we're like wanting to do cost +2. Like, I genuinely don't know because we might just deck them out. So if we go for Arcane Bombardment, we do get the big score again, which is absolutely amazing. Psych out. I mean, I gotta give my opponent credit though. This is a very fun deck. Soul Partition. Okay, I mean we can still play down the Arcane Bombardment, so it's not the end of the world. That is a little annoying. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We actually can still play the Arcane Bombardment, especially if we go for Chandra. Yeah, we can still do this. So this is actually not that big of a deal at all. Let's go ahead and +1 this. Arcane Bombardment.
Watch me heat up the dance floor.
And we're gonna go ahead and burn down the house. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and... I know we don't get the big score anymore because it was exiled. We got a Lightning Strike to their face. It feels okay, but again, we're allowed to do this every single turn. I'm going to keep these in here just in case we get another big score. We are running 4 of them, so. And I'll attack with 1, I guess. I mean, if they have removal or something, let's just stay put. This is the most bizarre match. Mono red versus like Bant control, and we're just going toe to toe. Just again, there's no way that they have a. The only thing I'm waiting on is basically like a farewell. I mean, but farewell doesn't hit planeswalkers, so like whatever. This is oh, this thing has trample. I did not know that. Let's go ahead and at least just do this so that it doesn't kill them all the way. Or I don't want to trade all my devils just to kill this vine stalk, really, though. Or do I? Again, they're at 36 life. Alright, let's try this out. Okay.
My turn.
My turn. Okay, let's go for 2 devils on the Restless Vine Stalk. I know we have another one, but it is what it is. I guess we... Alright. Another Urza. Okay. Oh my god. This is wild. This is wild. If we burn down the house, we do get another random with the Arcane Bombardment, and we also get this. I think what we do, and our backup plan can always be Koth to kill down the Urza, so I think we're going to do this and just create the devil tokens. Let's do this. We get another random, I don't know what that was, Lightning Strike and Play with Fire, so sure. Let's just do this. Strike down the Urza. Bang, bang. Burn down the house can take care of another Restless Vine Stalk. And 19 to 14. I'm going to go ahead and just exile the top card of our library. We do want some value here. Charming Scoundrel. I guess we'll just discard a card and draw a card. As long as we're behind them, I don't really care about the size of my deck, really. So let's go ahead and +2. Again, I am very wary of this, though. I'll just swing with... Well, I guess we don't. I guess we don't swing. I think our win condition is literally not burning our opponent out, which is very weird for mono red. I think our finisher is literally just going to be milling them out. And this might be one of the weirdest... We took it! Let's go! There's no way! That is... Oh my god. Wow. You know, how we doing here? Alright, we do have the Solphim. I've been waiting to have like a deck with Solphim be actually irrelevant, so hopefully we can make the Dominus irrelevance. Let's go ahead and pass turn. I do have 1 Irencrag, so let's go. Let's see here. Feeling pretty good. They're going to Play with Fire in my face. That's interesting. If we're playing mono red ourselves, they're going to be in for a treat. Mono red versus mono red. I think my version of mono red's a little bit better, but we'll see. Feldon, we're just going to have to Play a Fire. We're going to give him a little extra value, but it's fine. It's fine. We're going to have to. We don't really have a choice. So yeah, this is going to be classic mono red. Hopefully we can make do with what we got. Drop an Irencrag is going to be the only option we have. I don't love seeing the Monstrous Rage. You know they got something with haste, and then they're going to just oh, Bloodthirsty Adversary on a Monstrous Rage. Is that the worst thing ever? No, I guess it's not the worst thing ever, but we don't love it. We definitely don't love it. The only thing, oh, Burn Down the House is wonderful. We absolutely love that. I can tell you that right now. So if we go for Solphim, we can make this thing indestructible. So pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and do just that. Absolutely declining. The only problem is that we're gonna have to pay 2 life to do that, but that could be a small price to pay. Unless they just tap out here. In that case, they can't even swing with the adversary. What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? Yeah, ooh, they don't like doing that. Okay. So, oh god, okay. It's close though. Do we wanna... We could burn down the house. We can't burn down the house and make this indestructible, so it's kind of gross. But I had to play something. Maybe we should have just gone for the Warcrafting. Let's actually just Warcraft the god. I think we are kind of in control here. So it deals 10 instead of 5. So now we just get like the world's our oyster here. We can look at anything. I'm gonna go for the Lightning Strike. We do have 2, so we'll make perfect use of that. We get double on everything. So that's gonna deal 6 to you. We kind of just established what we got going on here. Down to 1 card there. Oh gosh, really? I'm gonna have to block if they've got Monstrous Rage. Yeah, if they have Monstrous Rage, we'll just trade because that means just a Burning Strike. Okay, or yeah, whatever. That's fine. They are out of good lord, I can't talk today. I mean, a Solphim, man, I really wish we could have had this survive. I think it's a little bit too risky to like just let this go through though. I think it is a little bit too risky. So we at least create 3 Devil tokens, which is a little bit we do have to draw something else though, because they are in top deck mode, but we are too. We have 2 cards in our hand, but they're both mountains. Maybe, hopefully they don't get another Godric. I think another Godric would be pretty bad. Okay, well, we take it anyway. Let's go.